Look at this. I mean, usually it's totally full. Silver Eagle coins. It's empty. What's up with that?
It just tells the story. That's the truth. The truth is we got wiped out.
Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new.
Good morning.
Morning.
What's up, Richard? Good to see you. Adrian.
Morning.
Harry.
Good morning.
And we got Brandon, security.
Sir.
Hey, so first things first, silver price is dropping like a hot potato.
Up 9 cents today. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to post this tomorrow, so we'll see where it goes. But I mean, just last week it was $23.50. Now it's $21.
Yeah, I think the Fed raising rates and threatening to raise rates and the fear of rates going up has caused the metals to be depressed. You know, metals are a safe haven except when interest rates go up, and then the market thinks, gee, let's put our money into, you know, a passbook account. I've been doing some reading, and it just seems like the interest rates are driving the prices down.
Yeah, well, it's making the dollar stronger.
Dollar stronger almost always is direct inverse to what the metals are going to do.
I just did a video, and basically the dollar is the strongest it's been all year.
Yeah.
So,
And the metals are the weakest it's been all year. It's February anyway.
Yeah, the metals are down considerably, and it looks like people are buying them up. I mean, just looking at your case. Look at this. I mean, usually it's totally full. Silver Eagle coins. It's empty. What's up with that?
Just, you know, when the price dips, the smart money comes out and buys. Buy on the dips.
So I noticed there aren't any silver bars at all.
No.
And there's 2 silver eagles. Literally, you got 2. Can we take a look at them?
Sure. It's embarrassing, but go ahead.
Let's see here. So the only ones in the whole shop, we got 1988 and a colorized 1999. So how much are you selling eagles for?
Not very much.
$27. Now that would be for either one?
Yeah.
Really? So I get the colorized one for the same
No
price?
extra charge for the paint.
I mean, it's kind of weird. I'm not really a fan of those.
Nor am I. Some people like them, and that's great. That's why, you know, if this doesn't sell, I'll soak it in acetone and get the paint off, but it'll probably sell as is.
And for, let's see, government specialty ounces, we're at $26, and you literally only have these 2. I guess you do have bars in the shop. I was wrong.
Well, yeah, we do. 2 bars, 2 5-ounce bars.
Wow, those are chunky. So we got, let's see, kangaroos and
A few Philharmonics.
And for silver rounds, you're at $24. And you do have a bunch of rounds, it looks like. Nice selection.
We're getting more, you know, in increments this week, but we got pretty wiped out Friday and Saturday of last week.
And the order volume too. I mean, people.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they've been ordering, and I mean, if you don't find it in our shop, we can always order it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's been another thing that's been, you know, taken up with the price dropping.
We had one day where we ordered over 20 ounces of gold for people because we didn't have what they wanted in the shop.
Wow.
And usually we have a giant back stock of eagles and maples and rounds in the safe, but we put just about everything out as we can. So when you see that we still have a lot of rounds, well, our back stock's almost completely depleted.
Some coin shops probably would withhold their stock when the price goes down, but you guys put it all out and just sell it as fast as you can. You don't care?
The reason we don't hide the inventory is because it could keep dropping. And so the price that day could be the best it's going to be for a while.
Yeah, so if it drops, maybe you take a small hit, but it's better than taking a big hit if it keeps going down.
Yeah, absolutely. And I promise you, there's nothing in hiding.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go check the back of the shop here and find, where's all the silver, Harry? Yeah, well, you do have a nice selection of junk silver still, which is really good. So people want quarters, half dollars, except the mercury dimes, still pretty light.
A prior video took care of those.
Yeah, we sold them out and you haven't been able to replenish, huh?
We've replenished, they just keep going. We get calls from a lot of your viewers for those because of that video.
I want to check out your gold real quick. Looks like you have just a couple ounces. What are you selling these for?
Spot plus 70.
Rand Refinery, so South
South
Africa,
Africa.
probably?
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen these before. Was this something that someone sold to you or you ordered these?
Definitely someone sold. If we were to order bars just for shelf stock, it would typically be the Pamp Fortuna, which is the most popular.
Now, I did see that Costco was selling those. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, I've heard it from people who come in the shop, and to the person they tell me, well, I tried to order it, but they were out. So I'm not sure how much inventory they have at a given time or how fast. It must be going out really fast.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, Costco's selling gold bars.
And
It's
I
weird.
was looking at the prices that they reported that they're selling them for, and it didn't seem like the premiums were crazy cheap. Because I mean, for what we're selling 1 ounce gold bars, we're less than that, if I remember correctly.
Well, gold has come down, I think, since they were selling them, but
True.
it still is pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. Well, I had a friend in California. He sent me a picture. They put one in the display case at the Costco.
No way.
Matter of fact,
Yeah, let's pull it up here.
Yeah, this is what he sent me.
Wow, that is so crazy. So 1919, I guess they were asking for it.
And is that
The Pamp Fortuna.
the Pamp Fortuna?
Wow. So that one was for sale, or they were just advertising that they had them
sale.
online?
For sale.
They were actually selling it?
Yep.
That's crazy, because I called all the Costco's around here, and none of them had any in stock. They said it was only online.
Yeah, it was the Cerritos one. That's what he said.
Wow, that's insane. Well, I mean, if lay people are interested in gold, then obviously that would be something that Costco or Walmart or, you know, these other big box stores they would probably stock it. Yeah. So the fact that they had it seems like more people are probably interested in it.
Well, the way I look at it, it's becoming more mainstream. I mean, for Costco to carry gold bars and get people interested in gold, hey, why not?
Actually, I think it's good for coin shops like ours when they start doing that. It's sort of like when there's a big spike in the metals and the regular news media talks about gold and silver, we get a real bump in traffic in here. And I think the fact that Costco is selling gold will kind of do the same thing. People will try to order it, they won't be able to, and then they'll start calling around looking for it.
Yeah, and then they'll come here and they'll pick up one of
Yeah.
these Rand Refinery bars for $70 over spot.
Or whatever we have.
Until Costco releases the Kirkland Refinery bar.
Yeah,
Free samples?
I will take a
The
sample
1
of
gram?
that. Yeah, they just shave off the quarter. Oh man. Well, I think it's interesting that you mentioned the smart money comes in and they buy up the silver and gold on the dips, because I mean that is certainly what I would be doing. I actually just made another purchase of silver, but I don't know. I mean, seems like a lot of people, they buy when the price is going up, but this time not the case.
Well, the true stackers buy on the dips. The general public who don't normally buy gold and silver, again, they'll hear about it in the regular news and they'll think, gee, maybe I should buy some. And that's usually when it's spiking.
Right. Well, I mean, the fact that Costco was carrying them when the price is going down, they probably assumed it was going to keep going up and they timed it wrong. And I wonder if they even maybe lost money on those.
I wonder where they're getting it.
Whoever makes the Pamp Suisse bars, they could be buying it from them, I suppose, because they got carded and everything.
I suppose it could be straight from Pamp directly.
You know, Costco is known to be brutal on their suppliers. I wonder how much they got away with whatever refiner they're buying from.
I have no
There's
idea.
not a lot of room on these things.
You have to remember on those bars at Costco too is that people use their credit cards they have there and they get 2%. I think it's 2% at least back. That
Yeah.
brings the premium down almost spot or at spot sometimes.
Oh, okay. So if you use the Costco credit card, maybe you do get a better deal because the money you get back.
Yep.
That's interesting. Yeah, because here at the coin shop, people typically would never use a credit card, or you maybe would have to even charge them extra to do
We
it.
just don't take it for that.
Yeah. So that's a little hack that people were using, you know, kind of take advantage of the money back. Yeah. I never really thought about that. I know that eBay used to have the eBay bucks and people could get cash back.
They don't
But-
have that anymore?
I don't know. Do you know if they have
I
that?
think they stopped it. Even gift cards you can't use for coins or bullion on eBay.
Yeah, so they kind of crack down on it. All the loopholes are getting closed. So as we talked about, stackers are buying a lot right now. Clearly, I mean, the case is practically empty over here, which is insane compared to what we normally see here at Harry's. But if you were a new stacker right now, Harry, what would you be targeting as far as types of silver or gold? What would be your focus?
Well, I advise new stackers who call here or who come in that the lowest premium is going to be silver rounds, especially buffalo rounds, which are popular. You get the same amount of silver as you would with an eagle or a maple or a Philharmonic for a few dollars less, sometimes more than a few dollars less. And why start with a high premium piece of silver? Start with something that you can unload easily if you decide stacking's not for you.
Yeah, can we take a look at one of the rounds? Sure. Maybe we'll compare it to. I know you got the kangaroos. I guess we could compare it.
Sure.
So all of these are rounds, and basically they look like coins, but they're not made by a government.
No, they're not denominated. They say 1 troy ounce, but they don't say any particular currency on it, like an eagle says $1. And so this is $24. This is going to be, what do we have? $26. Exactly the same amount of silver. And here's a silver eagle, and this is going to be $27. Again, the same amount of silver. So my advice to a new stacker is, until you figure out what you like, or if you even like stacking, just get in for the least amount of money you can.
I actually like the rounds too, because you can kind of pick through them and find the cool ones. Like, I love the toning on this one right there. I mean, that's a cool piece of silver. It's got some history, 1985, so we probably refer to that as a vintage piece, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know, it's cool. You can get all sorts of different ones, and they're affordable, like you said, only $24 as opposed to 26.
Yeah. The next step would be, and almost the same price in terms of price per ounce of silver. On a new stacker, I would recommend constitutional silver, or junk silver as it's commonly referred to, because the premium's just about the same right now as on silver rounds. And also, if they feel like barter is something that would be in their future, they're small enough increments to really be able to negotiate small items with.
Now, of the junk silver, obviously we got the half dollars, quarters, dimes. What would you say is your favorite if you had to pick one?
I personally like the half dollars, particularly the Franklin halves, which we are out of right now. I just like the design of it, and it's a small enough piece of silver, even though it's a half dollar at $9 each right now. It's a small increment. You could buy just a couple of food items with it, maybe ammunition or seeds or water, and not have to spend maybe a half ounce of gold that someone can't make change on in an emergency.
Yeah.
You do it if you're hungry or thirsty enough, but it's better to have some small increments of silver.
Yeah, I love the junk silver. I've got quite a bit myself. Mostly I have the half dollars and the dimes. For some reason, I just never really got into the quarters, but I don't know. I mean, they are cool. It's just...
Why? The reason you probably didn't is probably the reason we have so many is they look exactly like the quarters that you find in your change now.
Right.
And so there's nothing really exciting about them other than the fact that they are silver.
Yeah.
Whereas a Mercury dime or a Franklin half dollar doesn't look like anything in our pockets now.
Yeah, you can tell it's silver. It's different.
There's no question that it's silver.
Yeah, I mean, these do just look like regular quarters, I guess.
Yeah, even the Kennedy half dollars. I mean, we don't see half dollars in circulation at all anymore, but if we did, they would be this same coin.
Yeah, exactly.
Except these are silver.
So it seems like if someone was new to stacking and they wanted to pick up some quality stuff, you would say go for half dollars or junk silver in general, or go for the silver rounds, the lower premium.
And especially now with the price of silver down, it's a good time to consider starting to stack, because you can get in for the least amount of money you could in the last year or so.
Yeah, it's a really reasonable price. I mean, right around $20 an ounce. Who knows where it's going to go tomorrow? Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? We don't know, but it's definitely a good time to get in, I think.
Definitely, compared to, say, the recent 12 months, for sure.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you showing me the shop once again. It's
good to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. I just am blown away at these empty shelves here. The price goes down and people buy it up. It's kind of cool to see, though. People are getting a good deal and they're still stacking.
It's a little embarrassing, I must say. But it just tells the story. That's the truth. The truth is we got wiped out.
Yeah, you did get wiped out. Well, all right, we'll have to do it again next time, huh?
Thanks, Silver.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yep, good to see you, Brandon, Adrian, Richard. Take it easy.